Have you ever questioned what is actually the secret of happy relationship? And is it actually exist, a happy relationship? Yes, I would like to say that probably if you are going to work on the relationship, then it's gonna exist. But me as a CBT psychotherapist and psychologist, I would like to raise the subject today because I keep receiving these questions from my audience. What is actually the secret of happy relationship? What is actually the best way to build the relationship? At today's video, I'm going to talk to you about that. So let's start from the beginning. If you would imagine that a relationship is like a garden that you are taking care of and you are every day nourishing, then do you think this garden is gonna die or it's gonna flourish? Of course, as any relationship, you need to dedicate your daily work on building the sustainable and happy relationship. But many people forget that relationships have stages. It's like in everything what we build in life, we start from something, we go to the next stage, and on and on. So when we think about relationship as something that is gonna last forever, all these dates and beautiful moments, well, it's not like this. Sometimes any relationship is facing a conflict, and this conflict can be staged to the growth of the couple or the separation. And every couple decide that. So once we understand what keeps us together, what are those values that keeps us together, it's gonna be easier to go through this crisis and conflicts. But the most basic and important thing that build a relationship is emotional closeness. And every couple, every human being has different emotional closeness with each other. Why? It all comes to the scientific point which John Bowlby explained in 60s, that every human being has different attachment styles. So one has anxious attachment style, the other one is avoidant attachment style, and someone has more healthy attachment style. And right now is the fourth attachment style called anxious ambivalent attachment style, which is very, very important to understand when you enter the relationship. Because what happened? That, let's say, anxious person is always gonna feel that he's in danger and there is no safety in the relationship. So he's going to prove himself and the partner, is there anything I should be worried about? And check these points. Avoidant is going to avoid conflict because for him it's unbearable to go through these emotions. Anxious ambivalent is where you are sometimes anxious, sometimes more healthier. And healthy attachment styles, it's when you allow your partner to grow and you are not tracking his behavior, because it's so important to trust in the relationship. So emotional closeness is something that you develop in the relationship. But what is two components of emotional closeness? It's respect and it's understanding. Me, at the beginning of my career, I've been doing a master's degree on the subject of emotional closeness, and I was studying 120 people, 60 couples with different age of their relationship and different age scale, what is actually makes their relationship works. And what I find out is that actually emotional closeness is the factor that keeps them together. So what does it mean, that emotional closeness? The first basic need that a human has, it's actually safety. So I need to feel emotionally safe in the relationship. What does it mean? It actually means that you are going to listen to me and hear me when I feel uncomfortable emotions, when I am going to share with you my feelings and I'm safe in it. I am not gonna receive a criticism or some kind of different behavior. So having understanding the emotional closeness is actually built from respect and understanding, where I can freely express myself in a normal way. Yes, we are not talking right now about something that is out of standards, but you are actually understanding me and I'm understanding you. And the best way to develop this emotional closeness is actually start to be interested in the other person's life, to start to be actually more involved, more caring. Because when we are more caring and more involved in the other person's life, it's actually really, really good for relationship. Because if each one of you start dedicating their life into each other, something beautiful can grow. And when there is something growing, you can feel more safe. And the real idea why we are actually going into the relationship sometimes is because we really need to repeat those patterns and satisfy our needs that were not satisfied in our childhood. So once you understand that most of your traumas and most of your dysfunctional behaviors are going to be open up in the relationship, you have to track what is happening with you. And this is where the emotional closeness comes, because once you can express yourself what is possible and what is happening to you, then you can find the solution in the couple. So there is an amazing book that I offer to read to all my couples with whom I work. It's called Hold Me Tightly by Sue Johnson. This book is really important because it says about 7 dialogues that every couple should have to understand themselves and their conflicts. Once you realize that the relationship with someone, it's really work, not something that you're gonna leave and it's gonna grow by itself. It's really very deep and everyday work. It's like a garden, as I said. So nourish this garden. Try to understand each other. Try to talk, because communication is the most important skill. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me the comment below and I definitely answer that.